how's it going? This is Josh from Books by Josh, and today we have some more questions from the college students. So, the first question is, we learn from our mistakes, yet we're always afraid to make one. Is this true for me? Yes. I make a lot of mistakes to this day, but yet most of my actions are because of the mistakes I made. You learn from them and you adjust to them. Next question. What risk would you take if you knew you could not fail? I actually would invest a lot more money in stocks if I knew I could not fail. But there are certain things such as secure notes that won't let you fail in stocks. Don't worry, there'll be a blog post in the future about this. What is my greatest strength, and have any of my recent actions demonstrate this strength? Yes. Honestly, I believe I have the gift of gab. You guys can tell me if I do or don't. But a lot of people tell me I could be a motivator based on conversations I've had with them. I actually love to talk. And it comes through on the blog because I write what I want to say. What are the top 5 things I cherish in my life? Life itself, my family, my friends, the opportunities I have every day. And the 5th thing can be just my social standing in life. I'm a middle class citizen. Lower middle class, but can't complain, you know? How old would you be if you didn't know how old you are? Honestly, I would say I'm an infant because there's so many things I don't know in this world. So, there's no real age for me. This is a real good one. When do you stop calculating risks and rewards and just do it? Honestly, there's times in my life that I just take action. I don't think of the risks or the rewards because you're going to spend all that time thinking of it and you're going to sit there contemplating. You're going to end up procrastinating just as the other day's post. Just do it. And I keep panning that slogan, but it's such an amazing term. Just go for it. What's the worst that could happen, you know? At what time in your recent past have you felt the most passionate and alive? That's actually right now, by doing everything I'm trying to do. In the past, a lot of things went my way, a lot of things didn't. But I actually feel alive now because I'm reaching out to everybody online. And my information actually helps some people. What do you most want to connect with and why? With the average Joe. The blue collar worker, you know? Because the information I learned is from books and from mentors and everything. And not everybody has the same opportunities that I do. So I believe that by connecting to average Joe, I give them more hope than they would have any other way. What one piece of advice would you offer a newborn child? Never give up. Life may seem dark at times, but guess what? There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Because if there wasn't, it wouldn't be a tunnel, you get what I'm saying? No, but seriously, things always look grim, but they can always be worse, as I often say. Which is worse, failing or never trying? In my honest opinion, never trying is the worst. Because you never know if you can make it. Look at me. If I would never have done this blog, a lot of people wouldn't have gotten the information they know now. I have one friend that by me reading a certain book and telling him about it, he's gotten himself out of debt and actually is on this road to financial freedom. So, if you fail, you could get right back up. And failure is just a step to success. Why do we do things we dislike and like the things we never seem to do? We do things that we dislike to actually please other people. Think about it. You buy that nice car that you can't afford just to show off to your neighbor. It's never for you. We care too much about what other people think. That's my honest opinion on this subject. And we like the things we never seem to do. We like financial freedom. We wouldn't want to work. Who wants to work 8 to 5? Monday through Friday, you know? Or in my case, a lot more hours than that. Nobody wants to do that, but we have to do that. We like to have financial freedom, but yet we don't strive towards it because we've been conditioned to live our lives as we do. What am I avoiding? Honestly, reality. Because reality teaches us that you can't dream. Because I don't have a college degree, I can only make a certain amount of money a year. But guess what? Reality is meant to be broken. Because I know a lot of people that never have any college education at all that make millions of dollars a year. Don't let your dreams be dreams, guys. Make them happen. What is the one job, cause, or activity that could get you out of bed happily for the rest of your life? And are you doing it now? Touching millions of people through the written word, my voice, anything. I look at Tony Robbins and say, wow, I wish I could be him because he actually gets things done. People think of him as motivating, but no. He changes people's lives daily. He feeds America. You should really check out his story if you have time. When it's all said and done, will you have said more than you've done? Hopefully, no. Because I want to be able to walk the walk and talk the talk. What that means basically is I want people to take action based on my actions. If I just preach all day and say don't follow my example, that makes no sense because I want to be a leader, not just a preacher. What am I most grateful for? The time that we live in. I'm so happy that I was able to be born in this time frame, that the internet's so popular and I can reach out to everybody online and give them advice, give them motivation, give them that little push that they need. What would you say is one thing you'd like to change in the world? The financial status of most Americans. Most people live their life and will never be able to afford retirement. It's sad but true. Social Security doesn't pay that much. Inflation happens every year. The dollar value goes down. And many Americans don't save enough to retire happily. Do you find yourself influencing the world or it influencing you? I find myself influencing the world because I get to communicate with viewers like you every day. You have questions, you can always ask me the questions. And the world does influence me to a point because I have to keep up with the trends, you know? But by me influencing the world, it makes it a better place to live. Are you doing what you believe or settling for what you're doing? I'm doing what I believe in, and that's helping everybody out. I don't care if you're a millionaire. I don't care if you're on the brink of homelessness. I'm here to help you, no matter what. My answers might not be what you want to hear, but these are coming from my heart no matter what. Okay? So the next question actually goes into this. What are you committed to? I'm committed to helping everyone to the best of my abilities. Okay? Start this blog in order to reach everybody and give them knowledge that I've learned over the years. That knowledge is going to keep on expanding because I'm not going to stop learning, because knowledge is power. What worries you more, doing things right or doing the right things? Doing the right things always. I do things wrong all the time. There's a running joke at where I work for me messing up certain tasks, but guess what? I did the right things, I just did it wrongly. You can learn from doing the right things wrong, but you can't learn from doing things right, because if you believe they're right, more likely they're wrong. Just think of that. It's a nice saying. The next question comes in. If joy became the national currency, what kind of work would make you wealthy? My current line of work, because I'm gonna make people happy no matter what by telling them the truth. They might not want to hear it, but trust me, it's gonna be there. Have you ever been the kind of friend you want? I try my best for anybody that asks me for advice, all my friends, to be there. I try my best not to judge, and I don't tell them don't go for their dreams because guess what? Who am I to tell you what to do in life? I'm just another soul in this long journey called life. Okay? I expect the same from my friends. Give me unconventional wisdom. Don't be a just juror. Be unjust. Tell me everything that could go wrong, but then tell me what could go right and why I should strive to achieve it. Do any of the things that used to upset you a few years ago matter at all today? What's changed? Honestly, a lot of the things that mattered a couple years ago don't matter anymore because my mindset has changed. I raised my standards. What does that mean? It actually means that certain things I don't care anymore about. What do you mean? I used to go bar hopping, clubbing, stuff like that. And I don't care if I didn't get a female's number for the night, but now I've evolved. You know? Because I want more from my life than just a one night stand or something along those terms. As you get older, your mindset begins to shift a little bit, and you raise your standards. You want to start family, stuff like that. It's hard to explain. Well, maybe it's a topic for another day. Would you rather have less work to do or more work do you enjoy doing? I honestly would rather have more work that I enjoy doing because that means I can touch more people. Because by doing what I love and helping people, it can help them out their current situation. Think about it. If you're struggling and I can lend you a helping hand, wouldn't you want me to do that more? I only sleep sometimes 3-4 hours a day. I can do that for a week if I can touch more people and help them. Because God helps those who helps themselves, and I want to help everybody. What permission do you need / want to move forward? Honestly, I don't need anybody's permission because I'm my own person. I do what comes to my mind. Certain things for interview, stuff like that, you need permission from another person, but anything else, just do it. What's stopping you? Yourself. Once you overcome that hurdle, nothing can stop you because you yourself are your biggest obstacle. Really, what do you have to lose if you go for it? Honestly, nothing. The worst you can get is, oh, you failed at. But guess what? You can get up and try again because life is going to keep knocking you down. It's about how hard you can get hit and get back up. Rocky Balboa. Amazing quote from that movie. Because it's true. Life comes at you and you just have to get back up and back on the horse. How different would your life be if there wasn't any criticism in the world? Honestly, a lot better. People criticize for anything. So many negative people in the world that's not even funny. I can tell my ideas to 100 people, and guess what? At least 95 of them will tell me it's a dumb idea. As long as, and 3 or 4 will tell me, nah, it sounds alright. But as long as I get that one person that believes in me, that's all that matters. Everybody doesn't want, no one wants to see you succeed. But guess what? You have to succeed to make yourself better. We're always making choices. Are you choosing your story or are you choosing someone else's story? This is a hard one. The reason why it's hard is because my story, for the most part, is almost complete. I'm choosing the story for future generations of Americans, of my lineage. But guess what? I'm getting older in the years. Not that old, but still. There's a limit to what I can do, but there's not a limit on who I can affect. If I change one person, they might change 5 people, and those 5 people might change 100 people. You never know, okay? So right now, I'm not living for myself. but for the average Joe out there, for my kids, my grandkids, my great grandkids, to make them aware of what's out there, because school doesn't prepare you for what's out there. What is life? Life. Life has no definition. Because life can be bliss, life can be hard. All that matters is that you're alive through it. As long as you have breath in your lungs, you're alive. And you can make choices to either benefit you or to hurt you. Just think of that, guys. How to do taxes. Listen, I'm no tax professional, but one thing I can say is get a tax advisor who knows what they're doing. Okay, and my situation is different from yours because I have a business and I have my personal taxes. You just have to file. If you have your own business, you have to set aside at least a third of your profits to pay taxes, because you're not paying taxes up front, so you have to pay quarterly and yearly. Okay, you can read more online or just get a financial advisor, which I highly recommend. How to start credit. Credit is a funny topic because your credit score is based on how much you borrow and how much you can pay back. I don't believe in owing money on credit cards, because credit cards, the interest rate will kill you. Prime example. Let's say I have $5,000 in the bank. Do you know how much interest I'll make in JP Morgan Chase? 5 cents for the month. If I had the same amount in debt with 8%, do you know how much I'll have? Interest, at least $12, $13. Makes no sense, right? Welcome to credit cards. They charge you more interest than you do on your own money. So if you do get a credit card, to build your credit, it's best once you spend to honestly pay it back the same second. So if you have, let's say, a Citibank bank account and a Citibank credit card, use your Citibank credit card and then pay it back 5 seconds after you use the credit card, because that's how you build credit. You're borrowing money, but then you're paying it back on time. Don't get a credit card debt. Trust me. I've been there, and you don't want to be there. How to pay bills. This is the last question, but honestly, the way I think of paying bills is I pay myself first. Robert Kiyosaki and Rich Dad Poor Dad always said, pay yourself first. Dave Ramsey always said, have an envelope system. I pay myself first by putting money in my savings, stocks, mutual funds, stuff of that sort, because bills can wait. My life can't. You can be late on a bill or two. What are they going to do? Charge you late fee? But if you don't save that money, how much is it going to cost you later on? Think about that. I pay my bills online. My parents pay their bills by check. It's a different generation, but my parents pay their bills first. Me and my friends that are working on financial freedom or that have financial freedom pay ourselves first, because we have a set salary, and that salary is what allows us to budget and everything. Thank you guys for listening to these answers for these questions. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment. If you like what I'm doing, let me know. Thanks again, and check out booksbyjosh.com for any new posts, and there'll be announcements shortly that you guys don't want to miss. So don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the rest of your day, evening, morning, whatever. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.